So, David, we're going to do this interview a little bit differently today. Obviously, I couldn't make the game today, but from what I've heard and seen on Twitter, it would have been criminal not to try and find a way to hear what the gaffer has to say after that one. It sounded absolute madness, David.
It was a bit mental. I've not been involved in a game like that before, where you've got 4 sending-offs, but I thought the players were very unlucky to come out for that and no get a point at least. Obviously they went one up very early on and we reacted well and we got ourselves back in the game and started getting control of the ball and started playing some nice football and then Jambo goes and gets sent off, which I thought he was offside. The player was offside before he ran through to Jambo, but the linesman can't keep up with the play, so you're going to always have that issue. So then Jambo goes off, Sean goes in, we change the shape a wee bit, and then we managed to get ourselves a goal and we get in the break at one each, which the first half I thought we dominated, and we get ourselves in, have a chat with the guys, we say to them, listen, this is here if we want to go, 10 men or not, we can go and win this game. And we came out the second half, came out with the same game plan as we had to finish the first half, came out and I thought we were doing the right things, and then Fraser goes and wins a tackle because he goes to ground, the ref sends him off just because he goes to ground when it's a fair tackle. And then obviously Liam slips and his momentum carries him through, which he never went in to hurt the end there, he never went in to a bad tackle and he just slipped. And then the referee sends Liam off and he sends their player off because of the reaction to Liam. But none of the last 3 sending offs were a sending off, but it's just that ref you're up against. He just wants to make it all about himself. It's nothing to do with Auchinleck or Rossfield, it's just all about him. And it's just the way we're up against it. The 2 teams were up against it, but we obviously caught the bad side of him and he sent 3 other players off and there was another 3 sending offs in the game.
Your squad were up against arguably the best side in junior football, and you know, being an ex-Talbot player yourself, you'll know exactly the strengths that they bring to deserve that accolade, but we would never have been tipped for any kind of result today. How did the boys go out and approach this game?
So against Auchinleck, you're obviously playing against the best junior team going about the now, and they've held their own against a couple of League 2 and League 1 sides, so Championship sides even, so it was a tremendous performance for the boys, and everything we worked on over the last week, the guys carried that out, and it was disappointing obviously to get reduced men, because I felt as if we kept a 11v11 we were the better team and we would have went on to hopefully get a massive 3 points for us, which is a big scalp against Auchinleck, but it wasn't to be, so we're disappointed. That just shows you how far we've came, the fact that we're actually disappointed that we've not got anything from the game today, similar to the Scottish Cup game we played against them, 2-1, and I think you can tell with the reaction when they scored their last minute goal. Every single player was over celebrating with their bench, the other bench was up, and that's something you don't really see much unless it's a big game for Auchinleck, so it was good to a lot of credit we need to take, but we need to learn for these things, and we need to carry on, and we need to show these level performances next week against Kilburney, and then this is all standards in good stead for next year, when that's the teams that we will be playing against next year, and we want to show that we can compete. And why can we not be challenging for any sort of cup or league for next year when we've got the players that, if the majority of the same squad stay for next year, and we can go and challenge.
Well, obviously the talking point today were the sendings off. There were numerous sendings off for both Talbot and ourselves, but I think we suffered a little bit more in that department. In your opinion, David, were any of these justified, or was it, as I've seen on Twitter, a poor and unjust display from match officials that killed the game? So
there was 4 sending offs today, and the only one that should have been a sending off was probably Jambo, but that could have been stopped early doors if the linesman was kept up to play and he saw that the player was offside prior to approaching Jambo. But if anything, it was only the one was Jambo. As I said, Fraser went to ground, won the ball, his foot was down the way, there was no studs up, he won the ball, clean fair tackle, and Liam slipped and momentum carried him in, but he never slipped and went in studs high, he slipped and just his momentum carried him forward, and their player obviously reacted to that tackle for Liam and I think he threw him in the head, and so he gets sent off, Liam gets sent off, Fraser gets sent off. But in the first half there's winger Keir Sampson slips through in the goal with Jambo and wipes Jambo out, but the ref's like, no, it's okay, he slipped. So there's no consistency for the referees. That's the biggest thing. That referee today was getting watched, and I don't think he done himself any proud, and as I said earlier, it's all about him. It's not interesting talking to anybody else. You can't talk to him. At least there's a fair few referees in the junior game you can talk to and you can get a better response from. But with him, it's just all about him. His attitude's not the best, and he spoiled the game. It's his fault. He spoiled the game. Nobody else's fault. I can't point the finger at Fraser or Liam because his tackles in this day and age are fair tackles. It's just the referee just wants to make the show all about him.
How much damage did the sendings off do to the game plan today? Because, from the outlook, it's obviously going to cause some serious problems, but a 2-1 final result against Talbot with 8 men in the field at one point, a goalie who's not a goalie, although I heard Sean was absolutely tremendous in the sticks, and also, a last minute winner for them, tells me that although disappointment will be the overwhelming emotion that I'm sure you'll have right now, that we must have produced something really special today to remain in that game against a side like Talbot. So, there's got to be a positive you can take from that.
It just shows you how far this team has come since me and Sean took over. As we're sitting in that change room after the game, extremely disappointed not to take a point, never mind 3. So it's a credit to the players because today they showed a great attitude. They were playing for each other, they were working for each other. Every header they was counted, so they were a credit to watch today. And obviously going down to 8 men, it just shows you how hard they worked. So that's the kind of performances we need to be putting in every week. And since we've been here, we have been putting them in. So we'll just work on that. We'll get us in to training. We'll go again for Kilburn next week. But that's the kind of performances that will stand us in good stead for next year. And hopefully we can be challenging up for something next year. And the priority for the rest of this season is just to finish as high in the league as we can. And let's hope we can go on a wee run in the west of Scotland. We've got either Lanark or St Roch's in the next round. So let's try and go and get an end on a high because it's been a good end of the season so far. So let's go and end on a high. Cheers, thank you.